Hi, we've owned our Brunner Trouper side tent now for 2 years and there's no videos online, so I've been asked to do a quick video to show you how we set up our Brunner AirTech side tent and the pros and cons of doing so. So the first thing I do is I put on a custom wheel cover sheet that came with our Caretta caravan. This stops debris coming through underneath the tent and keeps it nice and snug when the wind blows and rattles underneath that tent. So that's the first thing we do. Next I'll get a brush and I'll wipe out and make sure there's no debris in the sail tracking. This will make life a lot easier down the line. So here we have Annalise and I putting down a 3 metre by 3 metre ground sheet that we got from King's. The floor of the tent is quite stable, but I find that this stops it getting damp overnight. So while I unpack, Annalise will blow up the 2 supporting poles and you'll see those fit in later. So I'll unpack everything and make sure I find the right side to put the sail tracking on. Now this is somewhere that definitely needs 2 people. Pulling the sail tracking through the guide it can be a bit of a pain in the neck. So definitely one person feed through and the other slowly and gently pulls it through as we do that. So once we've got that up, we spread it flat out and then I will attach the pump, which is a standard Coleman fitting. The pump that you get is quite robust. The Brunner pump is a 2-way valve, so it pumps up both on the upstroke and the downstroke, which is very helpful. It doesn't take too much effort to pump up the tent. So here you go, I'm just off camera pumping away at that tent and Annalise is just pulling the supports to and fro. Definitely helps having 2 people. So once it's part way up, as you'll see, Annalise will go inside and put those 2 supporting rods inside to the left and right sides of the tent. These will help secure and make the tent a bit more rigid inside. We'll find that if you do that halfway through the erection, it makes things a lot easier later on. So once those have gone in, those are the supports right there. Once they're fitted in, I continue to pump up until the roof supports and the arch is complete. Okay, so there's the tent pretty much done, and I will start hammering in the pegs around the 4 corners while Annalise puts the porch awning rods in. And there you go. When you put the corners in, the fittings there are quite robust, as you'll see here. They have a pull tight mechanism on them, which means that you can really grab hold of that and pull the corners taut, which is a real help. So as you can see, we're inside the Brunner now, and those are the arch supports, really well inflated there, and it is quite a stable structure once it's all in place. We've been in some gale force winds with this and have had no problems at all. All the windows and doors are double zipped, and there is plenty of doorways, access points and fly meshing, as you'll see here, and it's quite cozy inside. There's plenty of room, 3 metres by 3 metres. There's enough there for Alfie's dog kennel, the step in. We often use that wheel arch as a shelf, as you see there. We've got a porta potty in there and a camp wardrobe, so there's plenty of room, as you'll see from there. Overall, I'm fairly impressed with the Brunner side tent. The total time it takes to put up is about 15 minutes, which is quite a time investment, but it's well worth it if you're staying for 2 or 3 days at a campsite. We really recommend this tent.